Hey folks, Species7 here. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Farm Sim 15. We are here, of course, on Old Ridge Farm, and I have just finished harvesting our second field. So, a couple of changes. I switched over the man tipper to this silo truck. One of the viewers commented that you had to back into the silo dump area, which I wasn't aware of. And since my backing up skills are likely even worse than the guy who was nice enough to mention it to me, yeah, I thought we'd just switch over to this. It's a pretty cool truck anyway, although I think I'll get rid of that spoiler. It's kind of tacky. I also switched up our harvester to the next one up the line, this little New Holland TC 590. It's only like a couple of feet larger header, but that's not really why I did it. I did it because if you get inside this one, and I like to do it from the inside, see that corner post there above all the dials with all the little numbers and gauges and happy crap? Well, on the other one, it happens to be located, the one we were using, it's right where the edge of the header sits on the ground when you're actually running, so you can't see the edge of the header. So I found that just a little disconcerting, and I kept leaving big chunks of wheat on the other field. Every time I'd do a strip, I'd look back and I go, oh no, I've missed a full foot wide all the way down. So I switched to that one. But both of the fields, as I say, are now harvested. So let's go to our backward dumping silo dealy thingy and get rid of this stuff, shall we? Now, I know there's a way off the field, but I think we can just tribble through here. It's a nice thing there is no collision on the those hedges, so that makes me really happy. And very tight corner here. There we go. Do. And I believe the silo is back that way, is it not? I'm still getting used to the farm. Yeah, there's our other truck there, as you can see. There we go, there's the silos. Do. And just pull forward here. That is the silo I'm backing into, isn't it? No, it's the log pile. Whoa. Bump. Kind of a foolish old man. There we go. This thing's got a really neat dump system, actually. And I can actually dump from here. Check it out. Pretty cool, eh? I don't know, I think it is. I think that's pretty cool. So, definitely a different use sort of a truck. All the separate bins. The only thing I find odd is for some reason there doesn't seem to be a control to make the top go across. I just think that's a little bit strange, because I would almost think that to be a given, you know. But there you go. Alright. So now, well, I guess I don't really need to run this guy back out there, because we're done picking up the crops. So now, I want some of the straw straight up as straw. And some of it, so here's some of our tractors we've chosen. I've got, yeah, you guys know I really like these MBs. So, yeah, here we got a Mercedes 1500. I've also got, a little Mercedes 1100. So, a bit smaller, a little less horsepower, but nice agile little tractor. And that's definitely not right. That front hitch is way the heck off. Wow. that's, well, let's have a look. We might be dumping this guy. I mean, it runs well enough. It seems to do everything else well enough. It's just, yeah. I don't think that's such a good idea. Let's see about hooking up the trailer. Because, yeah, we can do without tractors that don't work properly, I think. Well, it certainly seemed to do that well enough. A little unusual, maybe, but... No, it actually misses pretty much everything, doesn't it? Huh. What about a bit of gear? Let's, what have I got sitting at the shop here? Most of the stuff we actually own is still sitting at the shop. What's the shop? Is this the shop? Yeah, I think so. So what do we got here? I'd like something that actually uses the hitch. And I don't really see much, eh? Yeah. Well, that will. Okay, let's reset that. Yes, okay. Yeah. Yeah, to say, it's not a bad little tractor. It certainly looks decent. Yeah, it doesn't seem to really have any working gauges. Well, it does have working mirrors. But, as I say, there are a fair bunch to choose from, so if this guy doesn't... Let's see how that one worked. Alright, well, that certainly picked it up in the right spot. I'm almost wondering if it picked it up a little too far, though. Because I'm pretty sure those should be on the ground, shouldn't they? Or are they only on the ground when he actually lowers it? Well, I guess that's alright. Well, I think we'll stay with it for a little bit then, shall we? Sure. Oops, I did not mean to do that, actually. Yeah, here's the rest of our gear just sort of sitting here. And as you can see, we got a plow, there's the OEB animal trailer, a slurry tanker, a small wagon, and that's something I need, actually. So, let's not worry about that, or that, or that. That's already reset. That's what I'd like, thank you, yes, okay. And I would like, come on, tools and trailers. This is what we're looking for, going to be the very last one, aren't you? There it is. Yes, okay, okay. Now, the Ford. Can I afford this tractor? I'm so witty. Yeah. I know. You guys are still shaking your head going, oh, why did I tune into this idiot's channel this morning? or this evening, or this, whatever this would be for you. Geez, I don't actually know where the gear drops in relation to the yard, to be completely honest with you. No idea. Hello? In here? Yes, no, maybe, somewhere? I have no idea. None at all. So, now I was watching on Dave Oldfield's channel. He is one of the members of OEB Modding, the final gentleman, or the fine gentleman that made this map. And he was showing a thing. It's a script that basically, there's all our stuff, that basically allows you to kind of plow spec everything, but properly. But I mean, right down to tractors and trailers and like everything. You simply dump the script in your folder, and instead of it having to be written to a specific machine, it writes a global file that allows everything to now have plow spec. And it looked really good. What a difference it made. You know, you'd watch the trailers. He was dragging a Tridem, a 3-axle, and you'd watch each tire individually pop over the... Oh, I just remembered there is actually something else that I want to do before I do that. So, that's a perfect tractor for that, but it's not. I want to windrow this stuff a little bit here. There we go. Okay. So, excuse me. Yeah, this Fendt's a nice tractor. It's a front loader, so that's going to be our loader of choice. Are you running? You are, aren't you? There we go. Thought I heard a tractor running. How's this Mercedes? It doesn't actually have a top mount. Oh, that's different. Alright. No, that is different. So why does it not toggle additional weights, lower weights, blah 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 blah? How about if we go to the tractor itself? No, it only goes to those? Fine. Alright, now... See, I've used this tractor many times, so I do believe everything else hitches up just fine. Yeah, those are lined up, that's proper. Okay. We will go. Windrowing time. Whee. And I think we're going like end to end, sure. Oh right, this is the one that's a little bit odd, because it's got kind of this pokey piece out the side, eh? I thought my harvester was sitting here on one of these fields. Mr. Harvester, oh there you are, okie dokie. Okay then. So, I think what we're gonna do here... Whee! Again, I'm really glad there's no collision on these hedges. After the last map, I'm just sort of tired of running into things on my fields, man. You know? Alrighty. And down you get. Turn her on. So I suppose there would be some question at this point. Is it worth doing this when you're only getting 2 rows? Because of course you could do the same amount of trips with your tractors, i.e. twice around, and have the rows picked up, right? So in this case, of course, it takes us once around to combine the rows, and then the second time around to pick them up. So what are you really saving? I suppose in the long run, well, nothing. Is the sort of short answer to that one. Absolutely nothing. So we can do this, though, which basically will keep moving the rows in, and theoretically, if you did it right, you would of course eventually reach a point where you would have only a single row left, and it would contain everything you had got. So this field we are going to load up into the wagon, and the other field we are going to load into bales. So I think we'll try both this time around, you know? And is there a point to having both? I don't know. I'm thinking maybe we could use one as a sellable. Now, I have not adjusted our money yet, you may notice. So, like I said, I was figuring we could use one as a sellable. And the other as a feed. So, just a thought. Just a thought. Oh, I'm doing a horrible job. Should have just stayed the way I was. Oh well, that was just that row. We seem to be doing a little better now. Oh boy. So yeah, so far the map seems to be pretty decent. I didn't do a whole lot off screen, obviously. I only ended up harvesting this field, so we'll see how it goes from there. And yeah. The flying harvester we had last time. Again, one of my subscribers came up and said, you know, they use the same machine on this same map, and they'd never seen anything happen like that. So, I mean, it seemed to work just fine until I reset it, and then it's almost like it reset on top of something that just threw everything out the window, you know. Like there was one map, I can't remember what it was, but I think it was actually a so-called Canada map. And the guy kept doing mod spotlights on it, but it was a really terrible map to do mod spotlights, because every once in a while you'd bring a mod in and it would spawn right on top of a silo, which of course would cause it to, you know, cartwheel through the air, landing hopefully still on the same map. But yeah. Okay. Well, we're almost done. And then what I'm going to do is just do one loop around the outside to clean up all these weird sort of little trails we got going on. Yeah. Alright. Now. Here we go. One loop. 2. course, I don't really need one here, but it's mainly the tops and the bottoms, so this is going to straighten out. Excuse me. So, there we go. That's what I want to do there, you see? Oops. Okay, so I missed some. Perfect. I think that's exactly what we're looking for. Nice. Here we go. And we will, of course, do the same thing on the other one, but I do have to move the harvester out of the way. That's a little better. Okay. I suppose we should take our harvester home. I did pick up a modded set of New Holland harvesters. We'll have a look at them here. Kind of the same as the in-game, but here you can see them, the 9.9 here, and then we have the 8.9, all slightly different specs. Obviously this 14,500 and holds all of that, etc. You can see the specs there. And we'll do 7.6, 9.7, and 12 meter. This guy is good for the 7.6 and 9.7, a little bit smaller. The 790, same capacity, but again a little bit smaller machine. And then we've got this guy, so decent. But what I really like is that they came with this, so we now have New Holland headers that vary from 18 foot right up to the big 40 foot, plus the in-game ones. It also came with these, which are nice. Leguan Quattro headers, or header trailers I should say, and in all the various footages. So there you go, pretty nice little set. However, we don't really need to worry about that. I think we can keep this model, well, I'm not really sure what model it is, but it should be compatible with most of those. Okay, this is the 590, so those start a little above this, I guess. But I'm sure we could go at least one header size larger, should we think that is a good idea at some point in the future. So, yeah. Again, I am so glad those hedges have Zippo collision, because yuck. I was getting so tired of bashing into things. Whoa, this isn't exactly a smooth road. Where do I want to be? Probably almost anywhere but here. Yeah, I think we'll turn in here. Oh, we do fit. Good deal. We're not quite into that realm of equipment that says, yeah, you're done, dude. Move along. Oh, what's that? Oh, a big PTO shaft laying there. I see. Okay. Cool. How about you just go right in there beside your buddy the truck? Can you do that for us? More or less? Everything but the header, huh? I see how it is. Well, I can live with that. Alright, now we want you. Well, good choice. Mr. Ford. It's not bad. I don't know. It'd be nice if it had, well, maybe the gauge does work and you just can't see it behind all that, but a little bit lacking, maybe so far as what we've come to expect from 2015, but in all honesty, I actually got this because of the Manchester map that we were going to do. Because I figured, being a Canadian map, I wasn't going to run a bunch of doits and, you know, all these things that you simply would not find in Canada. So, whereas I know Fords are common as heck here, I see Ford tractors all over the place, even here in where I live, even though there's absolutely zippity-doo for agriculture. Alright, let's lower that down. And let's start. Zoink, there we are. We are now officially straw picking up. Alright. Okay. Let's get serious here and try and actually fill this thing. I'm not actually sure where the straw dump is, but I think we'll find it, won't we? I want to put a couple of them immediately into the mixing machine. That's going to be our first stop. I believe this holds 25,000, so we should actually get 2. And you thought that was a good idea. What the duh? So yeah, I should be able to get 2 full trailers in there. Do you think maybe it'd just be a little much? Could we just ask you to sort of shuffle out of the way there? That's the ticket. Thank you. Boy, oh boy. I suppose I could have folded this up. Alright, let's get back over here. It is a nice looking tractor, right? You know, like, just, I don't know, something about the proportions and such look really good on it, in my opinion. I think I'm just a fan of the really big back, any of the tractors that have these monstery back wheels. That's just so tractory looking. Alright, there's a nice little pile of straw. Pick up the little shreddy ends. Whee! Clean it up a bit. And then all we've got is our ups and downs rows. Nice. So, okay, that's pretty nicely cleaned up, actually. And almost 1,100 more liters and we should be good. Wonder if I can pick up little bits of pokies here. Are they gonna help? 24.1. Yeah, getting there. We're only gonna be able to grab a tiny bit of that last stuff, so good enough. 24.2. And she's full. Alrighty, now. Excellent. Back to the farm. Alright, now, I'm not... Okay, yeah, we'll just, like I said, I think we're gonna fire this first bunch into the mixer. Yeah, I think we can start here. Now, we don't yet have any animals, so we don't need to quite be worrying about dumping straw into their buildings and such. Okay. Huh. I don't think I've actually ever been in this way before. I don't think I want to be here. Oh, okay. Cool. Oh, what's this? Is this actually a spot to dump them? Might well be, eh? Oh, that's the frames. There we go. Well, I don't see any actual triggers in there. Or is that the trigger one? Yeah, still there aren't any. So... too bad. I thought I'd found a magic storage depot for straw. Oh well. We will figure it out, man. We will figure it out. I'm just gonna cheat and cut across the field here. Whoa. Yeah, see the, wow. The plowing on these fields is just deadly. It's shaking the poor little tractor all over the place. So you can imagine if every vehicle you had was equipped with a plow spec script. Yeah, that would be something on this map. You'd basically be jittering all the teeth out of your head half the time, I think. Yeah, I think I can go straight through here. Yes. Ta-da! Woohoo! Alright, now I should have a mixing machine somewhere. Over this way. Now, seeds and stuff are down that way, right? Is there anything else down this way I need to know about? No. Okay. I'm just, like I said, I'm checking as we go here to see if there's a dedicated spot to dump straw. Because I'm pretty sure there's going to be one of these areas back here will be that. You know? Or we may at some point have to simply put in a placeable heap. Well, those might be storage, but they're not silo type storage. Okay, so where the heck? Well, it's got machinery in it. That ain't it. Where is the mixing machine? Oh. Well, that could possibly be a spot, but I don't want to end up selling it by accident, you know what I mean? Alright, fertilizers. Where, oh where, are me mixing machines? Potatoes, sugar beets, food chips. Alright, here we can wash our stuff. It's always good to know. Empty building. Where the heck? Oh, sure, I saw the feed mixer somewhere. Hello to chickens. And through here. Well. I guess this is something I'm going to have to putter about and find. And when I do, I will let you guys know. Because, yeah. I know there is somewhere an actual mixing station. You can tell things like that because it comes up and tells you when you launch the game. Hello. You know, this thing is empty. I'd like to fill it up. That's fuel. Let's back out to the road. Well, I get a feeling I'm going to wander aimlessly here until I figure this out, guys. So I think we're going to call that an episode. I will finish picking the rest of that straw up with the wagon on the one field. Next time around, we'll do a little bit of baling. And hopefully by then, I'll have figured out where the straw goes, both the mixing machine and... if there is such a thing, a normal dumping point. But until then, guys, if you enjoyed the episode, please leave a like. Favorites and shares and all that happiness. I just don't know. And, yeah, In the meantime, this has been Species 7, Farm Sim 15 here on Old Ridge Farm, awesome as it is. Till next time, folks, take care of each other. Ciao for now.